Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, made it very clear that his government or the Kenya Kwanza administration will not run without the opposition side. And he gave a full permission to the opposition side to criticize his government without fear of anything, because he understands the important roles, the key roles of an effective and responsible opposition side. The opposition is not a bad thing. The only negative thing about the opposition is that it does not have an office. But the leader of opposition is recognized by the Constitution of Kenya. And in fact, the opposition side or the leader of opposition is being paid by the government of Kenya. You are being paid the salary and the allowances. So the opposition side is not a bad thing. If you can still remember in the previous administration or the previous Jubilee administration, since 2018, just after the handshake, we didn't have an active or an effective, responsible opposition side. And majority of Kenyans suffered so much because there was no one to defend them. That is why the cost of prices or the cost of living went high. Fuel prices went high. Basic commodities, majority of Kenyans could not afford them, even basic needs. And it was a big problem to that. So, and William Ruto made it very clear during the inauguration speech just recently in Parliament that when he was talking about the bittersweet of democracy, he made it very clear that, in Kenya is very interesting country, because in the previous administration, Uhuru Kenyatta's administration, Uhuru decided to endorse the opposition side, and he was on the opposition side. While the deputy president, whereby he was the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, was the acting opposition side. He was acting as the opposition, yet he was in government. Then what happened in the just concluded 2022 general election is that Dr. William Samoei Ruto, who was now the opposition, became the president of the Republic of Kenya, while the president or the retired president Uhuru Kenyatta now became the opposition side, on the opposition side. So we all know what happened during the handshake government. So what I'm trying to say here is that the opposition side or the opposition in each and every government is very, very important. It's very, very important. And this country cannot run without an opposition. The critical works or some of the functions of the opposition, one of it is that, or the main function here is that the opposition should criticize the government. It should provide oversight of the ruling government. That is the main function. The second thing is that the opposition side should tell the government how to correct its mistakes and hence how to run the country. But I'm only seeing one person here playing that role, that important role. This guy is none other than Kalonzo Musyoka. When recently Dr. William Samoei Ruto appointed his cabinet secretaries, it was only Kalonzo who came out clean and questioned the integrity of some CS who were appointed by Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Only Kalonzo Musyoka did that. And the third point is that the opposition should be the government in waiting, which should prepare to take over from existing government. The opposition side carries majority of leaders. But it carries a lot of leaders, but it's not the majority. But it should be the government in waiting, such that after the ruling government, the opposition side is well suitable to take over, to take charge, to become the next leadership. And the fourth point is that it should provide or it should expose all the weakness, the mislead acts and incompetence in the ruling government. So those are some of the kinds of roles of the opposition side, which clearly is a very, very important role in each and every country. But in this video today, I just want to tell you why I feel like Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, Raila Amolo Odinga have already failed in the opposition side. They have already failed. But before that, I'm saying this because in my consideration, and which I'm going to tell you the reasons why and the facts, is that we don't have a strong opposition side. We don't have that strong opposition. You know, Martha Karua made it very clear that she will have to take that role to bring the government on toes as the opposition leadership. But she has already failed. But before we go into deeper details of this video briefly, if you're watching this video for the first time, please support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend my channel to reach out to other people and to my subscribers, to my supporters. Just want to take this opportunity also to thank you guys for your support. Thank you so much as you support me by subscribing. Also, you can share this video, or you can also press that notification bell so that each and every time I upload a video on this platform, YouTube will be able to notify you that I've actually uploaded a video. Also, after listening to this video, let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below, because I personally believe that, you know, politics is all about engagement, and each and every person has their own opinion of each and every political activity. Do you believe that the opposition side has already failed, or we should just give it time? According to my personal view, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, Raila Odinga, and the entire Azimio la Umoja brigade as the opposition side have already failed as the opposition. I want to tell you the reason why. The first point is that their silence. They have gone silent already. It is only one person who is actively playing that role of the opposition side. But the question is, will he manage to carry out all the opposition activities or duties alone? Because the people who should provide the opposition leadership have gone silent. Somebody like Raila Odinga, somebody like Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. When was the last time you heard anything from Raila Amolo Odinga? And majority, you know, the Azimio la Umoja carried after the election, it carries the majority of elected leaders. That is the fact, if you compare it to Kenya Kwanza Alliance. So I think they should come up together and oppose the ruling government. Because even if I am the supporter of the ruling government, I would be happy person to see the opposition side carrying the duties of the opposition side to oppose or to criticize the government. But majority of Azimio la Umoja leadership or elected leaders have failed, including Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga. So because of that silence, I personally believe that Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga have already failed to carry out the duties and the roles of the opposition. The second thing, they allowed the massive defections from Azimio la Umoja. You know, majority of leaders in the Azimio la Umoja have already defected to the ruling government. Right now, as we speak, we have a weak opposition. With the weak opposition, what can it do? It does not have the majority of leaders. That is why it is weak. And I am blaming Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga for this. Immediately, Dr. William Ruto was declared the President of the Republic of Kenya. Why did they allow the defections from Azimio la Umoja? They should have called PG meeting. They should have did everything possible. They should have done everything possible to make sure that they are still united as leaders so that they can be a strong opposition side. So because of that issue of allowing majority of leaders to defect from Azimio la Umoja, therefore we have a weak opposition, and they have already failed for that. And the third point is that retirement. You know, for example, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has already retired from politics. That's honestly speaking. Raila Amolo Odinga also is considering if he can still run, or he can, retire from politics. that will cost also the opposition because it will be weak. So because of that retirement, that is why, we have a weak opposition. And the fourth point, ladies and gentlemen, is that their positions, some of the leaders of the Azimio la Umoja, they are struggling to be given positions in the ruling government. That is not a good thing. And also somebody like Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was appointed by William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, to become a peace envoy in the entire Horn of Africa. Therefore, because of those duties, will he manage to carry out those duties together with the opposition duties? It's really hard. Somebody like Raila Odinga is in the UN, the leader of UN, and other roles that he has to play together with his age. It's not that easy. So in my personal consideration, I believe that Raila Odinga, or we don't have the strongest opposition. They have already failed in the opposition. Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen, and see you in the next video. Thank you so much.